Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. So, almost my second favorite breakfast. I did make the holidays. Oh, I just did shredded potato, ham, egg over medium, yogurt, and coffee. So, I usually put the hollandaise, but I didn't feel like making it. I have to find a better way of doing it because I had the plastic container. I gotta find something that's shaped like that. That's how I did it at my place, and put water in a pot, and then I had they don't have one that's, and I gave Bro a box of my containers, so, but I had one that I should be able to find something. It was plastic so that I could do it was like that and down so that I could seem to work better. Someone asked about the panda having a boy. No, there's Clara, that's Jenny's, and Jace, they're 2 years apart, and there's Leah. The pond only has a girl. They're not up to date. I don't think last year Jenny got any pictures, but I told her to get them this year. And Leah was sick that day. She's supposed to get her pictures done again. I like to get a 3x5 and update Roses and the Fondas. I got their babies and they're not up to date. So yesterday, I mostly watched documentaries and mostly on singers and Motown and on YouTube. Rock and roll and different artists. And they went on Eric Clapton and Diana Ross and the Supremes and just the making of Motown and blues. Robert Johnson and oh, what was it? What was the name of that place? They were going to close down. They got the money together because it was an old building. And it was a motel, but then they had blues singers going in and historic, so they're going to they were going to, I don't know how old it was, tear down the old part and keep the front part and have the little restaurant and I can't remember the name of it now. They were talking about the singers and that sung there. It was historic because a lot of people got a room there when they were, it was in Chicago, but when I did the crossroads was, had to pick which road was going to go on, and done all the documentaries. Spent the whole day just watching stuff, and LaFonda worked, and when she came back, she made mac and cheese and meatballs and a Caesar salad. Today she said she wanted to do a old-fashioned spaghetti sauce, but with green peppers and mushrooms, and she must going to take out onions first or something before she puts all that in. I don't know, because you can't eat peppers, it bothers the stomach, and mushrooms he don't like, but that's what she said she felt like making today. She went to pick them up. They'll be here in about a half hour. I think she went into Edmonton last night. Out here with Leah. My egg is perfect over medium. I busted it last time while going into the plate, so it wasn't too bad, but yeah. I don't know. Because I heard her get up. She took a nap. She must have left about 2 or so. She dropped Ian off and then she took a nap. Because she did nap after work. So today, I started watching a documentary here this morning. I was going to finish it and then eat, but kind of got hungry, but it's Alberta. It's still there, the little town, but none of the old buildings. Some guy, this is way back, went around, and this is before Alberta was part of Canada. It was Northwest Territories. We was scouting around and found coal. I went to Montana, this business guy, and they made about 600 people like a town, but the mountains I kept feeling shaking, so I think it was an earthquake. I don't know what, but I didn't see it all. I watched the rest after. It's still there, but I guess it was must have killed all them people. Oh, they said it was a landslide, so it must have been from the Rocky Mountain. The Rockies. But I thought, well, this was way back, because I know Newfoundland was the last to join Canada. I think it was Quebec and Newfoundland, so this was way back then. Alberta, because BC was Canada, but Alberta was Northwest Territories, down to Montana, so I didn't know that part. We took a lot of history in school, I'm surprised. But our history was mostly it was a lot of Canada, but a lot of it was like worldwide, so a lot of it was the United States and like the presidents and the pioneer days. Not even that. Historical wars and stuff, I think. Been so long since I took history. But I think they focused a lot on Eastern Canada. So past Ontario, it was pretty just mostly the eastern north. We go in Alberta mountain time, I guess. But I never knew. It's part of the. We only had Northwest Territories. We didn't have Nunavut and all that, and they divided that up. Because it was always Northwest Territories. As I remember the kid, this is Bro in La Fonda, this is way before internet. And I never watched the news. Jim did, but I never watched the news. And I seen the map of Canada. They were in geography or whatever, and it showed Nunavut, and I was like, what in the heck is that? Because it was all Northwest Territories. But Alberta was part of Northwest Territories. Yeah. We learned about the gold rush and all that in Dawson. That's in Alberta, north, Dawson City and that. Little bit about it. That's about it. Just mostly learn the provinces and the capitals out here, but teachers back then thought everybody was going to stay east. Back in my day, it was pretty rich. Farming and mining and fishing, and people didn't have to move anywhere. In the Maritimes. And as everything shut down, coal mining and all that. And then the fishing with the cod. People had to start moving out west here. Or Ontario. A lot of people went as far as Ontario. Hamilton. A big industry. It still is, I think. lot of industry. Working in the industries. A lot of pollution though. But yeah. A lot of people move to Hamilton, I know that. My aunt lives there. That's where she met my uncle and they got married. I'm talking before I was born, 60-some years ago. But a lot of people was moving out to Ontario once everything started shutting down and not much working in. About 20 years ago, everybody head out to Alberta here because of Fort McMurray and the gas, the oil. The oil sands. But last couple of premiers made us poor. And Trudeau did for sure, but I don't get into politics, but he don't like Alberta, so anyways. I might go vote. I usually don't vote, but I might go vote. I just might go vote and vote for Buddy there. He's from Alberta. For the next Prime Minister. I just might go vote. Because I'm pretty sure I think Trudeau is out. Anyhow, so that's it. They should be home soon. I'm going to watch the rest of that. Oh, what is the name of it? Was it Lloyd? No. There's Lloyd Minister. Oh, I was just watching it. I watched so much. It's named from the guy's last name anyway that made the... There's still residents there, but it's all new buildings and everything. They tore all the old ones down. This was a long time ago. But, yeah, landslide must have buried over the well, 600 people back then probably was a city. It had post office, 2 motels. They had everything. Grocery store, bars, they had all that. And 600 people. They were all working, and he built either 25 or 50 houses, I forget now. So families could live there, and it was to do with coal anyway. Yeah. Wasn't far from the railway line, tracks. The railroad. So they could do the coal this way or they could do it that way. It was a perfect location for that. But the mountain was right there. They showed the mountain. So, yeah. I got halfway and then I said, I'm going to cook. I'll just watch the rest. I like documentaries like that. I like the old westerns. I know Green Bay's the first one at 11. I'm not going to look at my ticket though until it's all done. Then I'll see who won. But Ian's, yeah. Maybe it's because it's not monetized or something, because I have him at it too and I don't get notified, and he does it every day. Like, not every day, but he does it during the week. He does his prediction. And then Monday or Tuesday, whatever, he goes over but it's going to look better. He does it on his TV now, but he's going to do it like with the internet. It's going to look nicer. He was going to get a whiteboard like what Buddy had, but he should look better. He does it on his TV. I didn't know he did it on his television, but I told him if you could go he can hook his phone up from Roku, or, like I said, do the laptop, which would be better, of course. Then he's right on, Yeah. But someone said they subscribe, but I don't know. Maybe you got to be monetized for it to show up. I'm not sure how it goes. I'm gonna ask him look at his settings though before he tapes on Monday. I'm gonna say look at your settings. See if you got your notifications off or something. It must be something to do in his settings. When they mentioned that, I was like, yeah, I got him added on both my channels. And I never ever got a notification. I'll have to make sure. I'll check, see if it's on. Maybe it's my setting. But you gotta go to notifications and turn them on. But I'll tell them, check your settings. So anyway, it's getting cold. I got my blue blanket. Oh, I was under that last night. So, upload and then watch the rest of that documentary. I think it's a landslide. Because before I shut it down, they were saying how they could feel the mountains move, like because they're right next. They put the town right beside the mountain, like right beside the mountain, and they were saying how residents they could feel. Yeah, it's a landslide. I haven't seen it, but I guess out in BC and Alberta there, where they have these things so the landslide won't go. They got the road, and they got this thing over the road too, so it won't cave in. I think they do it for snow too. Isn't that an avalanche or something? That's rock too, isn't it? But they do it for rocks and they do it for snow. Oh, I just seen it on TV. I never ever been. But I was at Banff, Lake Louise. At least I got to see that. Never seen water so green in all my life. From on top of the mountains. Banff, Alberta. Yeah. I wanted to go see it in that part of the world, Canada. But, yeah. So that's all. They should be home soon. I think I'll just watch documentaries today. Anyways, put my chair back here. You guys have a good day and stay safe and cigarette time.